Okay, this video is gonna be about HTML, like very basic stuff about making a website. If you already know that, you can skip this video because it will be so boring because it is so easy. So, what is HTML? As I said, it is for making website. It is like a structured file that you can write in like English easy because it is supposed to be easy to write. So why don't we go to the code right now? A little heads up here, if you wanna code HTML, you may need some text editor. You might use like Notepad or whatever. It doesn't matter if you know the structure of the code, but if you need a little more like help, assistance, there are many text editor out there like Visual Studio Code or Atom or Sublime Text. They are very good at writing code in general. So if you really need one, just go grab one at these websites. Okay, now for the sake of this video, I'm gonna use Sublime Text because it is light, it is simple, just like any other options that I showed you earlier. But I don't know, I had all of them. So the first thing you wanna do is save the file like this. So hit save, add anywhere you want, and make sure that name of the file is .html in the end. So you can name it whatever you want, like tutorial.html. So, oh god, I might need to like move the file somewhere. Somewhere is, let's say here. Oh, I already got that. Replace, okay. So the first thing you can do is type less than HTML and then hit enter. It will generate you the structure of HTML. So why don't we learn about this a little? This is the open tag for HTML. By the way, these are called tags. This one is look like this. This is HTML tag. So it tells the browser that this file is in the structure of HTML. So it can be interpreted like a web page and not like any other text file. This section will not show in the web page. So it will be like more like metadata for your website. This is the title that will show on the tab like this. So whatever you type in here, it will go here. And that's about it for HTML. But you might want to know how to like make stuff in the page. So HTML works in conjunction with CSS, the cascading styling sheet, I think it's called the full name. I'm not sure. Whatever, doesn't matter. So the first thing you want to create in HTML is here. Everything you want to show in the page goes within the body tag. Like the very basic stuff is P stands for paragraph. I'm so bad at English. Hello, world, and then close the p tag. Hit save, and let's go to the file. Open with the browser, and there we go. There you go, whatever. Hello world. It is currently doesn't have a name, so this shows the file name. If we want something to show here, let's copy this. Hello world. Save, and then refresh. Now hello world appeared here. Simple. You might want to know about HTML is not everything has to be in its own tag. It's just more organized that way. So you can say like type in whatever here and save, and it's gonna be appear in the thing, just like this one, as long as it's in the body tag. Yeah. If you like say div and close. Oh my god, what is this? I'm so not used to this. Okay. There's no difference. You can put it in the tag or out of the tag, it doesn't matter. It's just more organized that way. One advantage for putting these in the tag is you can style it later, like use the CSS to style it. If you don't, you cannot, like make it look prettier. And that's the thing that websites these days do. As you can see, I moved to Atom because Sublime Text just want my money and I don't have enough to pay it. So anyway, it will work just like Sublime Text, just look different. And when you wanna style it, style the page, there are two ways that you can do in HTML. One is by calling a style sheet file. It can be used by this tag. Use the link tag and what is this? Relation style sheet. Href link to the file that you want to use. For example, let's just call it css.css because why not? I don't know what else should it be named. So now we create a new file by Command N and Command S to save as css.css, just like the one we type in here. And now we're in another file. And now you can write the CSS text in here and make it prettier. Another way to insert some style to the HTML page that you created is to insert, like here, a style tag. So what is it? It is just CSS but within the HTML file. So whatever you type in here in the CSS file, you can type in the style tag and it will appear like the same, no difference. Just clunky. We're in a CSS file. So this is when we get weird and gets interesting, because I'm so crazy about CSS because You can do pretty much anything you want with CSS, so you can make it pretty or ugly. It is up to you. So what do you need to like start CSS is you need to know which tag do you want to add a style for it. So for example, if you want to make the hello world look prettier, just call it by the p tag that it is in. So p tag and like this. And there are many stuff that you need to remember to like make it work, because it is not like figure it out able. And there is a resource page, resource website that I use a lot. It is called the buildtreeschool.com. Yeah, it is basically the tutorial just like this video, but better because I don't know what I'm talking about. So here, CSS, it will have everything that you might need to know about CSS. Just check it out. And you might need to remember the things you like the most, like a couple things, because you might end up like use a lot of time. You might use a lot of them. My English is broken now. So very simple thing that you can do with this is font size. You can make it bigger or smaller by say 20 points and semicolon and save. And this we call css.css. So it is gonna take effect like right now. Boom, hello world, bigger. And let's say we wanna change the color of the text. Color, what is it? Red. Boom, red. It is very simple. These are called CSS property. So it is supposed to be like make sense, but sometimes it doesn't. So you might have to remember that anyway. Now let's try changing the actual font. It is font family because I don't know. Let's say we want sans serif. It is a font family that is very general. It is not like specific font. It is like in general that the font that is the type sans serif, that is the default of the system. So sans serif, I think it is Apple, so it might use Helvetica. I don't know. Okay, so if you wanna add background to the text, you can just say use the background property. Oh, by the way, CSS supports like color code, so you can say type color code like FFFFFF. It is basically white, and no, it is not a good example. Like FF8800. It will appear like kind of orange, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it is orange. How do I know? Well, it is based on RGB color. So the first two letters are for red, this is for green, and the last two is for blue. So it goes from 0 to 9 and to A, B, C, D, E, F, and it stops at F. So F is the highest number in hexadecimal number. Yeah. It is base 16, I think. But if you have a plugin for your text editor, you can just call a shortcut and this will appear. It will like what? It will look different depend on the plugin you install. So it's just like Photoshop. And oh, I like this, and this is the code for the color. Boom. Oh. Whatever. If we need like 7 hello world, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and if you refresh the page, you see it is all look the same, because in the CSS rule, the rule defines for the p tag. If you want one of them to be different, like say like this one, the second one way that you can do is add the class for this tag like this and name it whatever you want, like h. For example, you can make it more like sensible name, but this is a simple example, so I'm gonna use whatever is easy. So how do you make a rule for the new tag that has a class h? So you're gonna need to add dot in front of h. That way you tell the CSS that this thing is referred by the class name of this tag. And if this tag like has several classes like G, by the way, this is one class and this is one class. It is separated by space. So if you want to style a tag that has classes like this, you can call it by .h.g. This is refer to the tag that has these classes. So have h class and g class in the same tag. But if you have a space like this, that means it will apply this rule for the tag that has g class, that is within the tag that has h class. So let's try that. P. No. Class equals G. And let's say K. And color equals to 0088FF. And hey, it looks orange because what? Why is it not changing the color? Well, it is because this applies to this one, but this one is the outermost. It is default to use, the p tag is default to use the same styling as the, oh wait, am I getting this wrong? I think you cannot list the p tag within p tag. What you can do is make it like this, not dive, like this, and It is supposed to be right, like, right, right? Yeah. It is right because this does not have the matching rule for it. See, there's no rule for H and G. There's a G within H. This one does not have a parent element that has H class in it, so it will not apply. The rule will not apply here. One crazy trick that I think you might want to know is how do you make this text gradient? Because it looks cool, so why not do that? The first thing you might need to do is change the color of the text to transparent and set the background image as linear gradient and input like, I don't know, 90 degrees, position 0%, color red. I forgot how to use this. Blue, 100%. Let's try that. Oh hey, it works. That means my syntax still works. Now, as you see, the text disappeared because it does not have color, but the background is like gradient now. How do we make the background into the text? So let's say background, where's the clip? I think text. It works with WebKit browser like Chrome, New Edge, Safari. It's supposed to work here, right? No? I think you need something like this. I don't know. Yay! It works. Now, background size. No. Background size. Let's say 25%. Why not? Hey, it shows a little purple. Like 10. Here, it's coming closer. 1%. Yay! Oh my god, it looks awful. So what happens here? So as you saw earlier, the background goes from here to here, and when you clip it to the text, the background side still has the same color. I mean, the same size. So it's gonna show just this portion of the background. What you can do is set the size to equal to the text itself, or if you're not sure that how wide is your text, you can change display to block, I think. No. What is it? Inline block. There you go. Just try everything out until it works. That is basically CSS. Try everything until it works for you. So what does this code do? So a CSS rule, there is something called box model. So basically, this is a box. This here, from here to here is one block. But what display inline block do? That means the block is equal to the text within the block. So it will not be any larger than the content in the box. So it will shrink to this and make it inline, so it is in line with the thing before it. And that's it. HTML and CSS. Pretty simple, right? If you have like any question, you can leave it in the comments below, because I don't know what to tell you and I don't know what you don't know. So if you want to know anything, you can just type in the comment and tell me. And I'm looking forward to making another video soon, because I'm so not used to making video, but I like it. Anyway, bye bye.